We are all going to die.
What?
We're all going to die. If you don't choose my company, Disney, to colonize this new planet. Hello, my name is Capilano, and let's face it, fellas, the world is running out of resources, and if we don't do something now, the human race as we know it will become extinct. And yes, that does include your son, little Jimmy Jr.
What?
As you can see here, Terra Nova is a very beautiful planet, consisting of water, trees, and various indigenous groups. The indigenous groups have... Oh, sorry fellas, I accidentally put a picture of my wife on here. Don't look at her! Anyways guys, back to my PowerPoint. We have decided to colonize here. Now, there is one problem. These creatures don't look human. They look sinister. I've never seen anything like it before, and I'm going to show you a picture of them now, but if you have heart problems, please look away. I know these creatures are terrifying, but we still need to make peace with them. So we have figured out a foolproof plan. We're gonna go Aladdin on this thing. We're gonna give everyone a magic carpet. Magic carpets equal peace. Boom! Done. Okay, but seriously, if we don't want to scare them, we have to move into their lives slowly and incorporate ideas later once we have bred with them and all of that. Yeah. Let's just move on to our next point. Okay. Why should you invest with us? Because we're Disney. I mean, come on. I could buy your firstborn child, make him the dictator of North Korea, revive Michael Jackson, and murder Justin Bieber if I wanted to. I mean, come on. Okay, but seriously, this is a Timex expedition, and we are prepared for anything. We have hired professionally trained professionals.
Well, what's their professionality?
Oh, just professionalism. Anyways, sustaining food and resources is solved by farming at Terra Nova and figuring out how the indigenous groups live off the land to survive. We also need to gain their trust, and the only way of doing that is by breeding with them.
That's insane. Have you seen what they look like?
Don't worry, we have professionals in this area as well.
Please, help me!
Once we have bred with them, we need to start incorporating our ideas about day-to-day lives into theirs. We would also need to bring up the idea of a council, with each indigenous group nominating 3 members to be in the council. But one problem is that we still need to make peace with these groups, and in order to do that, we need to find these 2 groups' enemies and have them make a compromise. And if that doesn't work, we'll just give the 2 groups tasers and let them go crazy.
Okay, well, what are we going to use for currency?
Very good question, my dear chap, which brings me to my next point. We have found that none of the indigenous groups use currency. All they do is trade. So once we arrive, we'll trade with them at first, but then we'll introduce our own currency called Mickey Mouse Fun Bucks. They are practical, made from aluminum, and after making 5 Mickey Mouse Fun Bucks, you can come to our toy store and get a Mickey Mouse Fun balloon.
So how do you plan on getting to this Terra Nova?
We will get to Terra Nova in our new Mickey Mouse spaceship. We have hired $1 million special effects artists to recreate what the landing would look like in the perspective of the indigenous people. So please, enjoy. Yeah. Sorry. That was all the time our special effects artists could do, which was like 7 minutes. So, yeah.
Don't you think that it's kind of racist to assume that all the indigenous people are going to be wearing those feather hats?
Well, I'll leave you with that. I hope you will take everything I've said into consideration.
That made no sense. I guess he had a few valid points, but like, he was even worse than... Well, no, nobody was worse than Vision and Carrot. Okay, but still. Okay, boys, I gotta go to lunch.
You can't pass this up. This is a Timex expedition.
Timex expedition.
Timex expedition?
Have you heard of a Timex
Terra
expedition?
Nova is
Come on,
amazing.
this is a Timex
Terra
expedition.
Nova is an amazing place.
And Terra Nova has a lot of...
Terra Nova.
Okay, one thing about Terra Nova is such a beautiful...
Plan on getting to this Terra Nova.
This is why we should colonize that Terra Nova. My name is Capilano. Oh, Capilano doesn't want you to... My name is
Terra Nova has a
Capilano.
lot of...
Capilano, yes. My name is Capilano. Capilano. There's a brochure like right in front of you.
know what I'm getting at.
You guys were Disney! I mean, come on.
Hallucin at all? Somebody with power. Somebody who was capable of tracking
Kaiser Söze.
You think a guy
Kaiser
like
Söze.
that is close to getting caught and sticks his head out?
Because you're stupid, Verbal. Because you're a cripple.
I want to know who's the beginning.
You know.
And just like that, he's gone. And I know that's completely out of context, and I never actually say that in the film, but he actually is gone.